I had to think about it, where I was coming. That buggy will take me straight. Good evening. I'm Councilwoman Linda Barnes Caldwell, and I would like to welcome you to the committee meeting for boards and commissions. Today the meeting is filling a vacancy of the Economic Development Commission. Present, Councilwoman Mary Brown of the 3rd District, Councilwoman Rebecca Wyatt of the 1st District, Councilman at Large Michael Brown, Legal Advisor Attorney Renzo Williams. The individual selected will represent the Gary Common Council as a public service to the Gary community, qualified and interested candidates, Gary residents. That's who we're interviewing today. Well, not so much interviewing, but just getting a feel of them. Our first one is, and he told me he would be late, so we're going to go to the next one. Patrick Schubert. Please, take that. Go over there. Go over to the mic. Yes, sir. And please tell us why you would like to fill the vacancy that you have.
I did my first public service to the city of Gary.
Can you all hear him?
Working with the standing committee of the Gary Air Show. And I was selected at the first meeting to be the project manager for that profession. And I found it very rewarding. I don't know if you remember, we put on a successful car show, gross over $700 in August, and we netted around $5,000.
Okay.
I just found it very rewarding, and Rebecca suggested that I want to
Do we have any questions?
how often does this meeting?
My understanding is as needed, whenever that they have something that they need to do information on.
Yes, a business opportunity, development opportunity, it's a needed basis. I don't think they have a schedule set.
No, they don't have scheduled, and it's been a while since they had a meeting.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me in the background?
Tell us about your background.
I'm a consultant in the IT industry. I'm a market manager. I've worked for over 116 different clients. 70% of them you've heard of the hustles. United Healthcare. And I have a background dealing with people all the way from CEOs of Fortune 500 all the way down to first level. So I think I have excellent communication skills. Further, I work from home, so I have a lot of work from home workplace autonomy.
Any questions from the council?
Yes, good evening. First question. It'll be a two-part for everyone. I'll just ask you, so when everyone else comes up, they can answer. Why do you want to serve on this board? And secondly, what is your greatest asset by being a member of this board that would truly make things better as a board member for you and what you would like to do?
I'm sure you hear this all the time, but I very much believe this. I was at the launch of the executive director of the Gary County Airport. My family was around a lot of times growing up, but I was around a lot of my career. And Wayne asked me, I'm sure you probably know Wayne, he said, where do you consider yourself from? And I said, I consider myself from Gary. And I want to make a positive impact.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Public, yes, Mr.
I'd like
Lawson.
to ask Mr. Williams as the answer. Is there a requirement that the board only meet when there's some business before it, or is it possible for the board to act in some capacity to encourage commerce and economic development in the city, or unless they sit sort of and just react to anything that comes up? I don't know if it's a statute I might find that Mr. Williams is familiar familiar with?
I'm not familiar with any statutory limitations on when the board could meet. So to that end, I believe they could meet whenever they deemed it necessary.
And could they assume some responsibilities other than, could they assume some responsibilities to act proactively and, I hate to use proactive, but to act in a way that is going to generate or encourage economic activity in the city?
But I believe that's their role.
That's their role. That's my only question. Thank you.
Any other questions? You have a question? Okay. Well, thank you very much. Our next, Jared and Lewis.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi. Ms. Lewis, share with us why you would like to represent the council. Mr. Huwaki, let me do this. If she goes ahead and tells me that, she will tell all that. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jerianne Lewis. I currently work as a career advisor at the Work One located on 504 Broadway. I've been working there for 2 years now, so I've been assisting a lot of the community. My interest with the board is just to be an asset. I want to know about the businesses that come about, because although we currently work with them, I'm sure it's a lot more that we could be doing for them in this department, because it's economic development. So we're trying to rebuild Gary in a way and make sure that we're supporting our businesses that come in. So that's my role that I plan to play. I also want to learn more about economic development, and I'm sure by being a part of this board, I will be helping or assisting with creating the structure for ongoing foundation for the board in the future. So, question? I'm a little nervous. I don't do a lot of public speaking, but when I do orientations, because I work with the unemployed, we do orientations where I have to speak, but this is a different type of setting, so I'm a little excited and nervous at the same time.
So, again,
But I'm ready.
good evening again. Thanks for applying to all the applicants. My question to you is similar to the other ones. Why are you applying, and what is your greatest asset if you could be a member of this board?
My greatest asset, I would say, is that my ability to deal with change. Things occur all the time, but I'm always able to maneuver and be able to assist. I'm a very strong-minded person, very organized, and I know how to handle difficult situations. So I have really good critical thinking skills, and that's one of my assets that I use in my role for work. The reason why I applied for this position is because I am in school right now getting my MBA. So I'm trying to learn more about business, and I feel that being a part of this board, I will be able to get that knowledge as well.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Charles Ford.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Charles Pruitt. I've been a Gary resident for 49 years plus. I've also worked construction. Next month it will be my 49th year in construction. I have had experience in different organizations throughout the years. I'm also an ex-member of the Gary Economic Development Commission. I would like to serve this community again. There are a lot of things going on, a lot of things that need critical input. Those people who have the experience. I've worked on numerous construction projects. I've been a construction manager. So a lot of the things that come across the Economic Development Board has to do with construction. So I think I would be most helpful in helping to guide my fellow commission members when they run into situations where they have questions, specific questions to a specific project.
Any questions?
Good evening. Thanks again for applying to you and all the applicants. My question is, why did you apply, and what is your greatest asset if you become a board member for this organization? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I applied because I really feel I can assist this community. As I said earlier, I've been in construction for an awful long time, as long as a lot of people here have been on this earth. And I know that I can present a platform that will serve this community. My greatest asset is probably my knowledge of construction and business.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Mr. Pruitt, you said that you served on the Economic Development Corporation before,
Yes, ma'am, I did.
and when was that?
It's been about 6 years, 7 years, 7 years ago? 6
Seven.
years ago? 6 years
Seven.
ago.
6 years ago?
I believe it's 6 years ago.
Okay. And why did you leave?
I left because I was not reappointed.
And how long had you served? Just one term?
I had served one term.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other
Any
questions?
questions?
Thank you, Mr. Pruitt. Okay. Mr. John Allen.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Good evening.
My name is John Allen, and as many of you know, I've been here for some time. I'm a business person, a local business person. I want to serve in the Economic Development Committee Board because I feel I can be used as a tool at the disposal of my great city. I'm already active in business in the city, and I'm already contributing to the quality of life or the improvement of the quality of life through economic development active independently. I think my independent experience and efforts can be better served if they were redirected with the assistance or redirect myself to be used as a tool with the city council. So that way I'm not the only person in the forest swinging a hammer. I may be doing it alongside with my fellow citizens that are in the position to multiply my efforts. For some years now, since 1986, I did my first business here, and I incite others to come here and do business. I had been responsible for development independently in my small group of over 150 single-family homes, multiple commercial properties, and I'm a member of 2 social investment groups that I've already brought here to Gary, one called Buy Back the Block and Invest Gary, where I actively act as an envoy or a solicitor for people to come here and invest in economic development in Gary. I don't think that those things that I'm able to do is really, my skill set is not best served if I continue to just hold it to myself. So again, I think I like to be redirected and used as a tool with those who may have more insight as to what our city needs most to make my efforts more concise and better. And that's why I want to serve on economic development.
Any questions from the council?
Madam Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
2 questions. How would you reconcile potential conflicts of interest, because you are an investor and a developer, with a role on the economic development?
I'm glad you asked that. What I would do, if it's something that came up that concerned the Economic Development Committee, specifically concerning me or the committee at large, I would just simply disclose that or stand down from that investment. Anybody that's gotten to have any business interaction with me, one of my things that I preach is that it's enough room for everything and everybody. So I wouldn't have any problem sidestepping or sacrificing my involvement in an investment for the sake of someone else being able to do it, you know, or not being involved for the sake of my participation at the city level. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
And my second question was, you've been here before City Council and even recently as adverse to the city's position. So how do you feel as a council appointee that you would be able to reconcile that?
That's a good question too. I'm kind of proud of my fights with the city council. I'm proud of them and I'm proud of me. Seriously, that means that we're engaged and we give a damn. We may not like each other on some issues, but none of us are hypocrites. We're brave enough to be here to take the licks. on both sides, and I respect that. Some people don't believe I respect that because how flashy my mouth can be as that's my testosterone. But don't mix that up with my common sense. I need you guys, and I think you need me too, and we need our discourse, because at least we're trying to go somewhere. Because the city is full of people that's on the sideline doing nothing. Full of them.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, thank you again for being an applicant as well as the others. I'll ask you the same question, why did you apply, and what do you think is going to be your greatest asset to make sure this board is effective?
I applied because I thought it'd be unjust, as Ms. Wyatt pointed out, that I would have so well articulated my disagreements, but with the opportunity to participate and be on this side of the line, I'll pass it up. And I criticize others for doing that. Yeah, you talk slicker, you may say you don't like this person, but there's 70,000 other people here, including you. And I feel we're on this boat together. And my dad used to tell me a story about the people on the boat. It was the people at the top, which was the legislators. It was the middle class in the middle, who had a relationship with them because they was under. And it was the people who were the blue-collar people, and they was in the bottom. And they were responsible for the engine room and things like that. And the people in the middle was sending fresh water down, and they sent it upstairs. So it was important to both parties. But the people on the bottom wasn't smart as the people on the top. And when they were unhappy with them, like me, they said, you know what, I don't need them. We'll get our own water, and they drilled a hole in the bottom of the boat. And you know what happened. And I don't want to be the one to drill a hole in the bottom of our boat simply because I'm unhappy. It's possible. It's possible. So for that reason, I have to offer what I have and receive what you have as well. And we just meet in the middle of the boat, and we argue sometime in the plaza, and we come back out and get to work.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, I had two other candidates, and one did tell me that they were running late, and we have several more minutes before the next meeting, so we'll sit here 5 minutes and wait on those two. I'd like to thank each of you for coming out this evening and showing an interest in representing our city. Next. Okay, at this time, I will adjourn and re-adjourn in 5 minutes.